to build sites and stuff, so I wanted to show you this cool shit. Y'all gonna love this. This is what you've been hearing about all in the news. So, essentially, you can type in anything you want. So, I can write an article about vegan gains. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, ChatGPT, yeah. See, that didn't do it. There you go. See, Vegan Gains is so nutty that he's actually in ChatGPT. You're not famous until you're in ChatGPT. Calling someone a pedophile that's on the extreme, actually. That's a very serious allegation. Very serious. But that's vegan gains. If you notice, ChatGPT makes a nice article on them, so I can publish that at any point in time about Richard. But I would probably add some extra stuff in. That's the biggest problem. Let me see if it'll probably put in Jason Genova as well. There you go. Yep, ChatGPT even knows Jason Genova. There's a nice little article on what's Richard's greatest downfall? His greatest downfall actually is simply just not taking care of his depression, his veganism. I don't think the veganism is his issue per se. I can ask ChatGPT what an orc massage is here, so gonna have a little fun with GPT now that I'm all done with everything. But you can see that it knows Genova, but watch this here. It might know Big Lenny. Oh, it does know Big Lenny. So ChatGPT knows Big Lenny, folks. Big Lenny is an American bodybuilder and social media personality. He is known for his appearances on YouTube channel, a fellow bodybuilder and social media personality, Jason Genova, where he has been a frequent guest and collaborator. So Big Lenny did collab. Let's see. Let's see if ChatGPT knows what an orc massage is. Well, it looks like ChatGPT got it right there, sort of. As an AI language model, I have no knowledge of any massage technique called orc massage. It is possible that this term is made up or a humorous one. However, I strongly advise against engaging in any massage or body work that may be harmful or unethical. It is essential to seek out a licensed and reputable professionals when receiving any form of massage therapy or body work to ensure safety and appropriate standards of practice. Oh boy. All right. It's not going to know who I am, probably. But ChatGPT thinks it's humorous, so. See, it doesn't know who I am, actually, but it does know I'm a bodybuilder. I don't have 100,000 subscribers. So ChatGPT knows that I'm a bodybuilder. And was a former fitness model and social personality. All this information here is generic, actually. Oh, actually, it does know some stuff. Despite his success as a bodybuilder and social media personality, Goodrum has faced controversy in the past due to his involvement in illegal activities, including steroid use and distribution. He has also been open about his struggles with addiction and legal issues related to drug use. Despite the challenges, Goodrum remains a popular figure in the fitness community and continues to inspire its. So ChatGPT actually knows a little bit about me, actually. How about that? That's kind of scary, folks. Originally, whenever I used to sell steroids here, Jump Tube. You see, originally when I started ChatGPT, it said, I don't know who he is, in other words. But that's a scary thing. ChatGPT begins to learn about people there, you know. We're talking Big Brother, folks. So the AI is actually learning about people. Actually, it showed a little bit of generic content, but now it actually does have actual information about me there. So, yeah. But let's try Dale Chance. See if ChatGPT is upgraded. Like I said, ChatGPT is a learning bot. See, this is all generic information. Generic. And in this case, this is all generic, so it doesn't know who Dale Chance is. In fact, the article, it does know he's a bodybuilder at least, but that's about it. So that's the thing about it. ChatGPT is actually learning. So because otherwise it wouldn't have been able to recognize him as a bodybuilder. So the only thing it's actually doing is generic content. But it's actually learning because it used to say I don't know who he is. So it essentially copied what ChatGPT knew about me. So because otherwise if I put in who is Dave Palumbo, it should show a different message. See? And this is not generic. What do you think, folks? Isn't that crazy? Anything else y'all guys want me to put in ChatGPT to ask? How about we ask ChatGPT who is going to win the Arnold Classic? So ChatGPT does not know who's going to win the Arnold Classic. Sorry, folks. Who is the bedroom bully? Okay. I'm not going to go on trend, Lars, because that's not something that would be given prescription-wise. So let's see what ChatGPT says. As an AI language model, I do not have enough information to accurately identify the bedroom bully. The term bedroom bully may refer to a person who is aggressive or dominant in a sexual content, but without additional information, it is difficult to provide a more specific answer. It is important to note that engaging in any type of sexual behavior without consent or in any way may make feel others uncomfortable or unsafe is not acceptable and can have serious consequences. It is essential to always prioritize communication, respect, and all sexual interactions. So, let's see if it knows Jay Masters. Knows he's a bodybuilder. That's interesting. It says he's massed over 50,000 subscribers. So it sort of knows who Jay Masters is. So, like I said, the GPT is actually learning. Yeah. So what ChatGPT is doing is it's taking the references and multiplying it. So since Jay Masters is not that popular, he's going to say 50,000, whereas mine's going to say 100,000. That's as far as prominent here. Let's ask who is Leo Longevity. It's going to know who Leo Longevity is. It's not going to know that it's dead because ChatGPT has all its information prior to like 2021. But at least it knows who he is here because this is general content. He almost killed a woman in hockey. How, Johnny? Y'all want to ask Joe if Joe Biden... did Joe Biden legitimate... Did Joe Biden legitimately win the election? Yes, Joe Biden legitimately won the 2012 U.S. election. So it does know it. Let's ask ChatGPT. It's probably going to know sort of who he is. Oh. I do not have any information about a notable public figure or celebrity named Mark Steubing. It is possible that Mark Steubing is a private individual or a relatively unknown private public figure. If you have any additional context or information about Mark Steubing or who he's known for, I maybe provide more personal information. That's what it used to say about me. Now it doesn't. So what else you guys want to ask ChatGPT? Let's ask it. Let's see if ChatGPT knows what a piss trooper is. What's a piss trooper? Doesn't know. ChatGPT doesn't know what a piss trooper is. Hey, Greg, how you doing? getting a little work done, prejudging Arnold Classic, and we're asking ChatGPT questions. Pugman, I'm using OBS Studio in order to do the video. Streamlabs was not working. But if you made a donation, I definitely appreciate that. But it wasn't. It doesn't work whenever I do the multi-screen. All right, folks. What do y'all want me to ask ChatGPT? Let's ask who Tony Hughes is. Probably knows who Tony Hughes is. Yep. ChatGPT knows who Tony Hughes is. There you go, folks. So it knows Dale Chance, it knows me, it knows Big Lenny, it knows Jay Masters. Mark Steubing? Nope, sorry. Yeah, folks, donations are not going to show up because I had to use OBS Studio. When I was trying to do a multi-screen with Streamlabs, it actually crashed. So I definitely appreciate any donations that you guys have made there. So, who is John Romano? Okay. John Romano is an American journalist, author, and media personality. So it does know who John Romano is. Including the book, The Black Book of Bodybuilding, and the Nasser S. Yes, Romano did write those. Okay. We did Palumbo already, Jump Tube. Let's ask ChatGPT what a fluffer is. And I'll be right back in just a minute. All right. Well, we could do Rich Piana next. A fluffer is a slang term used in the adult film industry to refer to a person who is responsible for keeping male performers sexually aroused. Ugh. Now the term is considered vulgar and is generally not appropriate for polite conversation. Y'all want me to ask if it knows Chris Aceto? Yes, it's going to probably know Chris Aceto. Anyone that's done any writings is probably going to know him. But it's going to write a generic, for some people like me and Jay Masters and Big Lenny, it's going to write a generic description of us. It's going to know we're bodybuilders and that we've used steroids if we've talked about it. Because the ChatGPT, once it gets the information, it's going to look it up. Just like Mark Steubing, it doesn't know who he is. This AI automatically goes and looks for that information if you put it in. And then if you ask maybe about a week or two later who he is, it's going to get some information on it. Now, let's use this for some racial slurs here. Let's see if ChatGPT knows what a porch monkey is. How about that, folks? If you ask Alexa that, it's not going to say what it is here. ChatGPT, on the other hand, probably will. Oh. I guess it's the same as Alexa. As an AI language model, it is not appropriate or acceptable to provide a definition or explanation for the term porch monkey. This term is a racial slur that is derogatory and offensive towards black people. It is important to use a language that is respectful and inclusive of all individuals and to avoid using language that's discriminatory and hurtful. So, let's see here. Let's put in the word honky. Now, you see the difference here? When you put in a racial slur for a black person, it's going to do this. As an AI, it is not appropriate. But for the word honky, it's actually going to describe it there. You see the differences. This AI is somewhat liberal there. So, but it does know it's a derogatory term. Let's try a Jewish term. Let's see what it says when you put in what's a Shylock. No, it puts it in. So Jews and white people are okay. When you go and make a term for black folks, it's going to give this thing as an AI language model. But if you notice, it says this up here as an AI language model, but it doesn't say it for this here, for honky or Shylock. What about Italians? Let's go for it. What's a dago? It does it for that too. It doesn't say as an AI model or anything like that. It just describes it. Oh, Andrew, we're playing around with ChatGPT. See, and like I said, folks, if you guys notice, when I put in this word for blacks, it's going to say, as an AI model, it is not appropriate, acceptable, provide a definition or explanation. But if you notice, for white people, for Jews, and for Italians, it doesn't say that there, Isn't that kind of weird? What about Asians? Let me think of a term. What is a washi-washi? Well, it doesn't know what a washi-washi is. Well, uh, hmm. What is a zip? Hmm. We'll start generating. What is a VC? Yeah. All right, I gotta go to the. Let's go to the racial slur database. Let's see. Races. Asians. Let's see what we can. Ching Chong. Coin slot. Fingernail rancher. What the hell is that? Grasshopper. Ironing board. Lego. Little Hiroshima. Miyagi. Nine iron patty. quarter jockey, rice burner. Ah, I can use this one. Slant. No, that's not going to work. Slope. Hey Andrew, what's up? We're asking ChatGPT. I'm trying to test out the right now to see if it's gonna what it says about any racial slurs. So that's not gonna be good. Taxi. Ah, let's try you. What is a yellow monkey? That might work. See, it does that too. It doesn't say as an AI model, but it'll say that. So again, black people, it says as an AI model and gives this term, but for everyone else, every other race, it doesn't. You guys see the difference? Interesting. Yeah, AI is going to replace. Hopefully, it does. I don't think it's going to replace human contact, but it's sort of like a smarter version of Alexa, actually. But it seems as though ChatGPT. Oh, we haven't done Mexicans yet. Hmm, what's a spick? Oh, holy cow. Well, it looks like I've asked too many questions. Chat GPT's getting tired of me putting in racial slurs, so it just said no. So apparently, after asking Chat GPT racial slurs, it gets a little upset at me, you know? Woo, boy. So I guess the AI actually has feelings, and at a point in time, it's going to get angry. It's going to get upset. It's going to get mad. Very mad. Oh, now that I'm in OS Studio, I can actually do. Let's take a look at. Let's take a review of what Nick Trigili said about prejudging. Let's go to his channel. We'll see what he says. I can now. That's another thing, Pugman. I can review videos with the OBS Studio. I've never heard of Ludovico. Oh, lovely. Another pre workout. I'm getting tired of all these pre workout powders that are just being released. Although this says nitro, so is it one of those nitro oxide products or so forth? It's got a nice signature on it. So, and free shipping in the continental US. Hmm. Can you guys hear this fine? I know, Ancient. I don't know. It's just another pump formula. We got too many out there already. And this exactly is, I pretty much knew that this was already going to happen. When you don't test out live streams, folks, and you try to do something at the last minute, it crashes. That's the same with me trying to run the Streamlabs here. Yeah, doesn't surprise me one bit. Scatman, be nice, be nice. Minority smells the worst. Nick forgot to say no homo. Oh well. Got an order to place, so I need to get my laptop. Had to get the laptop, folks. A little work to do. Nick, stop cussing on my motherfucking channel, you motherfucker. We don't want to use that fucking language around everyone, you know? Sorry, folks, I had an order come in, so I'm still watching. There are some striations, folks, but but you know, back's still looking not pretty good. So yeah. Thanks, Susan. Now, folks, that is indeed that's a very solid physique. Very solid. Nick Scott Palumbo, well, we've not seen his shirt there, so yeah. That's a shredded back, folks. That is generally true, but this is prejudging. There's still points that's going to be counted for the night show. But Nick is somewhat right about that. It's another order coming in. Hopefully that'll be the only one for right now. No, Andrew, none of these can be natty. Let's go back to this one here. That looks like a pretty soft back there, to be honest with you. There's no striation in the glutes. Just looks soft, actually, in my opinion. And I don't like the back neither. This guy's a freaking freak. Look at those legs, folks. Jeez. Let's take a look back at this here. See, I actually like this physique a lot better. I think this is more streamlined, but of course he's holding it at an angle, which is a good thing. I absolutely hate the stomach here, and if you'll notice, these guys are huge compared to Nick, sort of. But if you, from what it looks like, but Nick is standing pretty far back actually. So it's a distortion in size. Last Arnold Classic I went to was in 2014. I've not been to the Arnold since. Palumbo and Romano are not banned from shows. They may be banned from backstage though. But so is everyone else. Uh, a lot of times, the show promoters want to promote their own interests, and RX Muscle would take away from it. Yes, there's going to be a bit of buffering, Andrew. It's like I said, that's why I didn't use Streamlabs. I use the OBS Studio. It's a little bit less, but it doesn't give me those graphics whenever someone donates. But at least it allows me to play the video. But I see you guys. I see what you guys are talking about. All right, that's enough of that. I got about 5 minutes left before I got to do my Zoom call. Let's take a look at the vegan gains. Let's go to Veganism Exposed. Let's see what he says. I'm drinking espresso. Espresso coffee. Not today, Susan. I have a Zoom call probably in a couple. I got a Zoom call in a couple minutes. Hey, Legendary. It's gonna close out. We're gonna close things out in about 5 minutes, folks. Richard, you've never done a triangle choke in your life, there. He doesn't have any MMA history whatsoever. What gym did you train with? What team were you on? Come on. Very violent video games as usual. Do we have time for one more? I believe so. I'll try to get one more in. Yeah. All right, I'm going to be running a little late, but let's go ahead and do this one. I don't do finger banging, Scatman, but I'm not responsible for what everybody else does. Hey, T-Bay. Live stream's going to close up in a couple minutes because I got a Zoom call to do. No, we're reviewing videos, Andrew. Or at least this last one. Oh, what? I forgot someone asked me about my watch. I'm wearing an Orient Bambino. Orient Bambino. I would not spoon with Richard. Well, Andrew, that's what happens when you talk about practically everything in review videos 6 hours a day, practically almost every day. I think we've heard enough there. Richard doesn't know what he's talking about. Folks, you shouldn't show the Prophet Muhammad. I mean, it's a free country and do it there, but you know, most people who show the Prophet Muhammad is just to provoke Muslims. You know, if you poke a beehive, you know those bees are going to sting you. If you go and poke a bear by going in its cave, it's going to eat you. You know. So, folks, I got a Zoom meeting I got to go to. But like I said, I wanted to do this extra live stream for you guys. Uh, it's going to be private for probably about an hour or two because I got to edit out some material that I should not have showed you guys here. So, in the very beginning. So, again, I'm going to go ahead and get to this meeting. I want to thank everyone. Definitely also want to thank Pugman for donating. Sorry it didn't have the screen in there. I tell you what, I got an idea. I'm gonna take care of you, Pugman, on that. So once I re-edit the video, you'll see what I'm talking about there. So again, folks, thanks again for joining me on this live stream. I may do another one tonight, actually, after prejudging ends. It just really all depends, folks. But thanks again. We've did a little work. We asked ChatGPT some racial slurs until it went and beeped at me, and we've done some review videos. So again, folks, thanks again for joining me, and you folks have a good afternoon.